Hello. When I was 11 years old, I won a school poetry prize. I recited a poem from Winnie the Pooh. I was always a highbrow child. And my prize was this book here, Other Men's Flowers, uh, by A.P. Wavell. And I was much mocked by my peers because I'd received a book with the word flowers on it. And I was a bit indignant, actually, because it looked a bit old and tatty. And I don't think I looked at it until I was a young man. And now I look at it quite a lot. It was published in 1944 by a very important military man, and it's basically a collection of the poems, and this is amazing when you consider, that he had learned by heart way back in the day. And a lot of them, of course, are poems that probably aren't very fashionable these days. They're quite martial and military. There's a lot of Kipling, lots of easy rhymes, memorable rhymes, but, it's an extraordinary feat of memory. But the reason I'm talking about this is because the book was a huge success. It sold very, very well during the war and after. And I think the reason it was a success is that people turned to poetry in times of crisis to make sense of those crises, but also to feel less alone and to feel that their own anxieties and hopes for the future are not unique to them, that they're shared by all of us. It's a sense of camaraderie that can come from reading poems written by people who've been dead a long time, and yet finding that our own heart's condition is spoken to by them. So on that basis, I thought that I would from now on, at least while we are confined to our homes by the coronavirus, recite or read a short poem that consoles me. And I'd share them on Twitter for what it's worth. So I thought I'd begin with a very well-loved poem by Philip Larkin, which I should really recite probably in May, but, needs must. I'll recite it now. The Trees by Philip Larkin. The trees are coming into leaf, like something almost being said. Their recent buds relax and spread. Their greenness is a kind of grief. Is it that they are born again, and we grow old? No, they die too. Their yearly trick of looking new is written down in rings of grain. Yet still the unresting castles thresh in full-grown thickness every May. Last year is dead, they seem to say. Begin afresh, afresh, afresh.